Hey everyone, Daniel here, and welcome back to another video. I hope all of you are having a great day out there as always. Here today, I want to make a video talking about Voyager Digital and a big problem that the platform is facing at this moment in time. This morning I went ahead and made a video about the VGX token. It's not released yet, but I'm just watching it over, and yeah, I'm always optimistic whenever I talk about a company or about an investment. And Voyager is not prone to that. I like being optimistic when talking about different companies. And just watching it over, I feel like I didn't address one issue. And this problem has been very apparent over the past couple of weeks, and it's something that has created a lot of negativity around Voyager. And I feel like it's almost my duty as one of the biggest Voyager kind of YouTubers out there to go out and just talk to you guys about it, give you guys my in-depth opinion, unfiltered opinion as to what I think about this whole situation from the perspective of a Voyager Digital user, from an investor in their stock, and from an investor in their cryptocurrency, the VGX token. So if you end up enjoying this video whatsoever, please consider subscribing and let's get into it. When we talk about what problem Voyager has been facing over the past couple of months, really, platform outages. Voyager has had a lot of platform outages over the past couple of months, but it's almost like it's become more apparent over the past couple of weeks. When I started investing in Voyager back in January, this was one of the best cryptocurrency trading platforms out there. But I really do think it still is. 50 plus different cryptocurrencies. You can earn interest on over 20 of those. They're commission free. Really, there's nothing out there like them. And, adding on to that, at that time, the platform was up and running when all of the big guys were down. And I think that was absolutely incredible. But what we've seen over the past couple of months, and this really started at the end of January, when the platform had to shut down because of a surge in demand from this whole Robinhood situation with them restricting trading on GameStop, AMC, and other cryptocurrencies. It started there. That's when we had our first outage of the Voyager Digital platform. It lasted a few hours. I got it back up and running and we're good. But what we've seen over the past couple of weeks is it becoming more of a regular thing. And when you look at the company's Twitter and when you look at the company's App Store reviews, it's suffering in a big way. People are getting very frustrated because in times of high volume, or in other times, which I'll talk about in a moment, the platform is shutting down. And that is very bad, right? It stops people from being able to sell or to buy, deposit money, withdraw money. It's just bad. And this is a separate kind of problem, but obviously the deposit, the withdrawal, the wait list kind of times were already extended back a few weeks ago and a few months ago. I think that was okay, right? They're obviously experiencing a surge in demand, and they're, scaling their team as quickly as possible to meet the demand with the deposits, the withdrawals, and the wait lists, and it has been improving, right? That kind of situation there, it's still there, but they've improved it drastically. But what we've had happen over the past couple of weeks is almost another problem, kind of add on to the original problem with the withdrawals and deposits and the wait times for the wait list and whatnot. It's the platform shutdowns that really just bring it to another level to where, it's just a lot of negativity. And I want to take a look at this from 3 different perspectives and try and analyze exactly what different people might feel. From the perspective of a Voyager Digital user, from the perspective of a VGX token holder, and from the perspective of a stockholder, Voyager Digital stock. So if I am a user of the Voyager platform, I would be very frustrated, especially when the Voyager platform shuts down in periods of high volume, or for a scheduled maintenance break, which happens in the middle of the day instead of at night when most of the big cryptocurrency brokerages do their scheduled maintenance times, or sometimes they just got to fix something in the middle of the day. I would be very, very frustrated. And it's almost like this is happening on a regular basis now. And it's not the ideal scenario. It really isn't. If I was a user of the Voyager platform, I would be pretty angry if I was unable to buy the dip on some of my favorite cryptocurrencies. And, sure, the platform went down a couple of days ago on the dip, and we've seen a bigger dip since then, but people are frustrated. That's just the flat out truth. And, this is a risk that we do have to take into account. That, the more this happens, the more people get frustrated and the increased likelihood of them leaving the platform becomes a reality. And that's something that we do have to consider here, that, although they are improving, they really are. Although they are improving, we can't continue to have these outages because eventually people are just going to get pissed off and they're going to go to the Coinbases, the Binances, or the Geminis of the world and just use the big dogs. Voyager is a small company. And what I want to say right now is all the other cryptocurrency brokerages experienced delays, platform shutdowns, and whatnot when they were smaller as well. I want to say that. And, I think that's the biggest excuse that we can use at this moment in time. But we do need to consider that, I personally thought Voyager was going to do better. And I am personally disappointed in them in having so many different outages that, people are getting frustrated. I'm not just making this up. I mean, just look at, this is Sensor Tower here. So I don't look at this rating here. This rating breakdown is off. But when we look at, downloads and rankings, this is all pretty accurate. And we'll see that reviews of Voyager have been going downhill ever since March. And when we look at their category rankings over the past roughly couple of weeks here since we've had this major dip in cryptocurrencies, their rankings out of the entire App Store have gone down significantly. And I think this is paired with the fact that obviously we already had these waitlist issues and these deposit issues and these withdrawal issues. But now with these platform shutdowns, it's generating a lot of short-term negativity. And if I'm a user of Voyager, I think these charts show exactly how these users feel about this whole situation with Voyager shutting down. And, I think this is one of the big things that we do need to address. So if I'm a user, it sucks. Just the flat out truth. Let's say I am a token holder of VGX. How do I look at this whole situation? Obviously, if you're a token holder, you're a long-term investor. You're not trading the VGX token or whatnot. What we've seen over the past couple of months and over the past couple of weeks is, Voyager as a platform has continued to grow despite these significant negative catalysts happening at the company, right? We've had these withdrawal issues. We've had these platform shutdowns. But when you look at total funded accounts added on the platform month over month, it's been incredible. We have seen incredible growth. On paper, they've been growing significantly despite these outages. And in my opinion, this is one of the things that has almost made them, I don't want to say turn a blind eye, because they haven't, and they've been working on these problems. But I think it's one of the things that has lessened the impact on investors. And it's very easy to turn a blind eye to these situations by just taking a look at the total funded account number and just saying, they're growing. So, it's fine. They shut down and whatnot, but, they're continuing to grow. The flat out truth is that if they want to continue growing and if they want to continue potentially becoming one of the biggest cryptocurrency trading platforms out there, they need to get these problems under control. And they need to go ahead, do maintenance breaks in the middle of the night when there's minimal usage of cryptocurrencies. They need to minimize the amount of platform outages during the day in order to increase customer satisfaction, because currently it's just not there. So if I'm a VGX token holder, although fundamentals are improving with the VGX, or rather with total funded accounts being added to the platform, I'd also be pretty angry, because I feel like, as customer satisfaction goes down, the potential believers in the Voyager platform actually decreases. I'm seeing people on Twitter or people in the comment section every day saying, I'm pissed at Voyager because my withdrawal is taken forever. Their platform was shut down when cryptocurrencies were dropping dramatically. And I feel like, the more this happens, the increased likelihood of even the strongest believers in Voyager leaving the platform. And I know this sounds negative, and I don't want to be negative, but I do need to address this issue because people think Voyager's paying me or that I'm an employee at Voyager. I really am not. And, I'm not, responsible for any of this that's just happened. I cover Voyager stock, right? I'm an investor in their stock. I'm an investor in their token. And I like the company a lot, but I think we need to take these things into consideration. And although it may make me seem negative, we got to talk about it. We can't just turn a blind eye to these situations. Now, as an investor in Voyager Digital stock makes up a majority of my portfolio. In the short term, this sucks. But if you're a long-term investor, this shouldn't make a big difference to your perception of Voyager. All other cryptocurrency trading platforms experienced outages when they were smaller. Voyager is pretty much just like them in that sense, where as they continue to scale up, you're most likely going to experience hiccups. And Voyager has been experiencing hiccups over the past couple of weeks. Looking at the data, thankfully, I am really thankful for this, it hasn't impacted Voyager on a very, very high level when it comes to their numbers. But it is not the best feeling as a Voyager investor to see platform ratings drop, to see negative comments, to see the sentiment around a platform decrease substantially. Now, I think over the next couple of months here, as Voyager has continued to expand their team, things are going to get better. I really do believe so. And if you're a user of their platform, I really pray that you give Voyager another chance and you wait, because they are a young platform. They still have a product that is unlike anything in the industry, and I really do believe they will become one of the biggest cryptocurrency brokerages in the world in a couple of years. That's my personal opinion. I think their product is unlike anything out there. But it's just this whole negativity right now around these issues that really do need to be taken into account, as if we do start seeing negativity, I think we need to start taking these things more seriously. Because right now, I feel like there is a bit of a lack of transparency on the part of Voyager as to, why are we shutting down so significantly? It would be really, really nice to have Voyager come out every once in a while and say, all right, we got to shut down, but this is the reason we're shutting down for. I think we've had too many times where they're shutting down to upgrade their systems to the point where it's getting a little bit redundant. That's my opinion. I'm a believer in Voyager. I love the stock. I love the company. I think it's undervalued significantly, and I think it's going to do very well moving forwards. But in the short term here, this is one of the things as to why the stock and why the company, the sentiment around the company has been so negative. And I just want to pull up the stock chart here. Obviously, the stock is up now. We have earnings tomorrow, big positive catalyst for the company. I think it's going to be a great day tomorrow, and obviously Wednesday after the earnings report, as sentiment around the company might change. But I want to look for updates from the company. What are they doing to potentially stop having these issues on high volume days, or potentially minimize the amount of maintenance periods, or change the maintenance periods to the middle of the night instead of the middle of the day? These small things would go miles, and especially during the company's earnings call tomorrow, I'm looking forward to see exactly what they have to say. The stock's up today. I think it's significantly undervalued, and I do personally think that it's already priced in all of this negativity going on around Voyager. I mean, it's down 40% in the past couple of months, and I think primarily that's due to these problems that the platform has been facing, and because of that, I don't think it will negatively impact the company on a high enough level because of how undervalued the stock is at this moment in time. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. If you found any value or perspective in this video, please consider subscribing. I'm a believer in Voyager. If you find this video negative, you can't just look at everything in a positive light. And, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.